Hi guys, my name is Trinh and today I'm here to do a flip through video for my 2022 reading bullet journal. As you can see, it's pretty much filled up and I want to, do a flip through of this and just like tell you the spreads that worked for me, the spreads that didn't work for me, and what I did for the new journal, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, let's get started. So real quick, the journal is from Archer and Olive and I believe this one has 160 pages. The front cover, it has stickers from Redbubble, Enemies to Friends to Lovers, Slow Burn, 100k Words, Avatar The Last Airbender, The Seven Husbands of Heaven Hugo, The Infernal Devices trilogy, and then Tomie from Junji Ito. So yeah, and then some stickers from Target, I think. Let's get started. So when you open it up, it has my name and this print from Fairy Lou, I believe. I don't know who she is, or he. I don't know who they are, but they're cute. They're pretty. So I put them there. Let me see what else happened. Oh yeah, it's been a while. So real quick, on the left side here I have a quote from Clockwork Prince by Cassandra Clare, and then the title page 2022 reading bullet journal setup. So it's cute and all, but man, it's funny how I think I talk about this in my setup video. I talk about how I didn't really like the look of this, and at least a year later I still don't really like the look of this because I don't know, it's not my favorite, but it's whatever. And then here, books read in 2022. As you can see, I read a lot of books physically. So as you can see, here are the keys. Purple means like the books I read physically. Not gonna lie, they're mostly manga. I read so much manga in 2022, so like that was the highlight of the year. And then of course I read like a few books on my iPad, and then I listened to a few audiobooks. I will say I read almost 200 books in 2022, and I thought that I thought that I would not read a lot of books in 2022. So when I did this, I only did like one bookshelf, so kind of wish I did another one. But yeah, I think there are only like roughly 100 books here, so yeah, it's not like an accurate representation of my reading year of last year, 2022, but yeah, this is what it looks like. And then here, books read in 2022, but I have like the book covers. I got this idea from Books with Chloe, sorry, Journal with Chloe. I got this idea from her. I got this idea from her as well. She is, very inspirational. But basically here I have the book covers and then the star ratings. So it was fun doing this, and again, I didn't have a lot of space because I thought that I would not read a lot of books in 2022. So you will see that in like the middle of the journal, like I think around here, I had to continue doing it because I ran out of space. But yeah, so this is from book 1 to 18, and then here 19 to 36. And as you can see, I started reading a lot of manga. I also read a few poetry books at the beginning of 2022, but that lasted for like 1 month, I think, which was interesting. 37 to 54. It's interesting seeing this again because like I got into Spy Family last year, which is like one of my favorite manga series. Of course I read Haikyuu, Fruits Basket, Beastars. Oh, some of my favorite books that I read in May, I think. And then yeah, more books. Oh yeah, I was reading like Haikyuu quite a lot, so that was fun. Oh my gosh, that was actually very fun. And then 73 to 90. Yeah, I did some rereads. Oh yeah, I also reread a few books from Cassandra Clare with my boyfriend, so that was also really fun. 91 to 108. More manga. I read a few romance books, I think. Oh, I read webcomics. I read Positively Yours and then A Business Proposal, so that was fun. 109 to 126. Oh yeah, more manga, of course. And then My Dress Up Darling, that was really fun. I love My Dress Up Darling so much. And then here, goals overview. I will say I did not do this in my new journal. So real quick, I did this in my 2023 reading bullet journal setup. I will have that video link up in the cards and then also in the description box below. I did this, of course, because this is actually one of my favorite things to do in my reading bullet journal. Like I love putting the book covers in and then doing the star ratings because it's so satisfying. It's like part of my routine whenever I fill up my reading bullet journal. But then when it comes to this was fun, but I don't feel like doing it anymore because, to be honest, drawing out like 80+ squares, no thank you, I don't want to do that. And then overview, to be honest, again, you know, I looked at this and I'm like, I don't really care about how many physical books that I read each month, and audiobook and ebook and all that stuff. Like, it doesn't matter to me, because like, basically, long story short, I don't want to do math at the end of the month, you know? Like, I don't want to do that, so I got rid of it. And then when it comes to this, total books read, total pages read, I mean, I read 187 books. Pages, I don't know, and again, I don't really care about the amount of pages that I read, you know, at the end of the year. So, oh my god, this is so embarrassing. Top 2022 books to read. Again, I did not follow through, so I got rid of this for the new journal. Like, I didn't do a what you call it, a year-long TBR page. Absolutely not. I don't want to embarrass myself. And also, I kind of know myself, because I've been doing this like for years and I never just followed through and finished the list. So I stopped doing this. But you know, let's look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I read 5 books, and then there's like a few books that I like DNF, and then I don't know, I kind of changed my mind about reading all of Marina Zapata's older books, I guess. I don't know. I got rid of this altogether. Another quote from Cassandra Clare. Oh, I love doing this. So I actually implemented this in my new journal, but this is like book releases for that year, and it was fun doing the flap thing. As you can see, oh gosh. Oh, this is what it looks like. I love it. I actually really love doing this. Also, it's very helpful to actually know like what book is coming out in which month, that kind of thing. And now that I'm reading a lot of manga, it's actually very helpful to know which like volume of a certain manga series, which month they're coming out. I hope that makes sense. So yeah, and then of course I actually bubble in the circle once I've read that book. So I read a good chunk of the book that came out in 2022, I would say, which is something that I'm very proud of. But yeah. Oh my god, really? A Son of Affection came out last June. That's crazy, because the new one is coming out I think in March or May. You're telling me A Son of Affection, like a new volume, comes out each year? Are you serious? That's horrible, because I really love A Son of Affection. But yeah, this was fun and all. But let's continue. Oh my gosh, Buddy Reads with Jonathan. I read a lot of books with my boyfriend last year, and I will say I'm not doing this like whole thing in the new journal because I don't want to. Oh my god. I only read 3 books with other people besides my boyfriend, and this is embarrassing. Like, it's so blank, so that's why I'm not implementing this in the new journal. This one, favorite books. Ultimately, I decided not to do this for the new journal just because, yeah, it's accurate, but at the same time, there are some books that I have read that I really love, and they're not even like in the spread. Like, for example, A Diary of Blood. I read that in October and I love that book, but I chose Gone Girl as my favorite book of that month, which it is, but you know, it's like one of those things where it's like for certain months I have more than one favorite book, so this is not a very accurate representation in my opinion. So I don't really care about favorite books of the month, that kind of thing anymore. Seasonal reads. I actually really like this spread. I did implement it in my new journal. I think I forgot to put it in the video because I did it after I filmed the video. But long story short, it's about doing research and knowing which book takes place in like a certain season. Like, for example, Beach Read by Emily Henry. That book takes place in the summer, so I put it in the summer. You know, it's like books to read for each season. That's easier. Wow. But I didn't read any books in the winter or like, you know, during December. Unfortunately, I was just really busy in December. But this was fun. I really enjoy having this spread because it's actually very helpful. And now we're going to January. The theme was Pokemon, as you can see. This is cute and fun. And then Days Read. Oh my god, I forgot about this because I got rid of Days Read spread later on, but you see. And then here for the books read, I only read 5 books in January. Back then, I did not read, you know, a whole lot, to be honest. And then reading recap. Oh yeah, I got rid of that too. Favorite book. This layout was from Books with Chloe. Journal with Chloe, you get it. Oh yeah, my favorite book was Counting Down with You. It was a really good book. Like, I really loved it. And then for February, the theme was Lunar New Year because last year was the year of the tiger and I was born the year of the tiger, so it was a big deal. As you can see, this is my TBR. And then Days Read. Read a lot of books physically. And then books read, oh, as you can see, I read a lot in February, which is really great. So I read 13 books. Favorite book, Heartstopper Volume 2, that was really good. And then Oh my gosh, March, Haikyuu. I was in my Haikyuu era. I did this myself. This font right here, it was kind of annoying, but I'm glad that I did because it looks kind of nice, you know. This is basically the Haikyuu font. This is when I got into manga a little bit. I wanted to like start reading Haikyuu, you know, like the manga series. Days Red. Oh, wow. That's amazing. And then here, books read lots of books, read mostly Fruits Basket, Haikyuu, all that fun stuff. Oh, okay, nice. And then favorite book, oh, I got into Spy Family during March. That's crazy. But yeah, really love Spy Family. Love my boys. Oh, they're so cute. Oh yeah, I'm all over the place. I got rid of reading recap because I just wanted to make things easier for myself. Basically, I don't want to do math at the end. I also don't want to write like a whole paragraph about my reading month at the end. Like, I don't care about that, you know? April, the theme was Fruits Basket, but then also Cherry Blossom a little bit because I kind of associate Cherry Blossom with Fruits Basket. So, if you don't know, it's an amazing manga series and also anime on Hulu and also Crunchyroll. I think it's on Crunchyroll, but I watched this on Hulu. But basically here we have like certain screenshots from the anime because it's so good. It's so good. So as you can see, April, my TBR. I did not follow through, unfortunately. Wow, this is so pretty. I love this like pale pink color, you know, it's so cute. And then books read lots of books, you know, manga, but then also poetry books, so that was fun. Yeah, cute. And then also Easter was in April, so like I had some Easter stickers. Oh yeah, and then some animal stickers because if you don't know, Fruits Basket is about the characters turning into like the zodiac animals, you know, so pig, dog, cat, bunny. I mean butterfly, no one turns into a butterfly, but I just like how it looks. So there's that. Favorite book, Spy Family Volume 4. This was amazing. I love Volume 4 in particular. Is my favorite volume of the Spy Family manga series. May, the theme was Animal Crossing because I was playing Animal Crossing quite a lot. I wanted to do this shade of pink, so that was interesting. My TBR. Oh, I have these three cuties. Judy, Molly, and then Fauna. Well, I had Fauna. Oops, I got rid of her. Days Red. Cute. Oh my gosh, look at that. So I mostly listen to audiobooks, but then I switched to reading physically. Interesting. Books read. Honestly, I read some really good books in May, and I will say I didn't read a lot towards like the middle / the end because I got COVID in May, so like, you know, that was pretty traumatizing. At the beginning of the month though, I did read some amazing books. Below Zero, The Soulmate Equation. Those were like the two standouts, I think. Oh, Beach Read. Oh my goodness, how could I forget? I love Beach Read by Emily Henry. That was very good, a very good book. I love that book. Oh yeah, I did this. This is my first time doing favorite quotes, and I continue doing it. Or I try to. Again, got this idea from Chloe, but it's because I read Beach Read and there were so many good quotes from that book, and I took pictures of the quotes, and I'm like, let me just, you know, create a page for like my favorite quotes of that month. So yeah, this is what I did. So it's mostly from Beach Read. Oh yeah, 4 quotes from Beach Read, and then 1 from People We Meet on Vacation, The Soulmate Equation. Let's see. I've never met someone who is so perfectly my favorite person. Are you kidding me? Because I know no matter how long I get to love you, it will be worth whatever comes after. Let me prove I can love you forever. When I watch you sleep, I feel overwhelmed that you exist. Like, Emily Henry is that girly. Are you kidding me? I don't know how to love someone as much as I love you. That is from People We Meet on Vacation. I haven't been home in years, but I feel that way with you. That is from The Soulmate Equation. I love reading romance books, and that's mostly the main reason why. Like, the quotes are out of this world. So yeah, favorite book. This was hard because like Soulmate Equation I love, Below Zero love, but ultimately I chose Beach Read because I was very emotional reading this book because it was so good. So yeah, good times. Oh my gosh. So June I did like a whole Pride month theme. Yeah, you get it. But this is from Animal Crossing. This is actually my garden if you don't know. My TBR. Days Read. Wow, that's crazy. So I mostly read physically. Honestly, it was fun doing Days Read, but ultimately I got tired of it. Books read, I only read 9 books, not too bad. Favorite quotes, some from City of Heavenly Fire, It Happened One Summer, And then Queer Pulse of Color, Haikyuu, I Don't Want the World, I Want You. Wow. Okay. Just Let Me Love You Forever. They gotta stop that, okay? Don't settle for leaving stuff you don't know as stuff you just don't know. Learn. That's from Haikyuu. I put that in because I was like, yes, that's pretty good. Favorite book was It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey. Had a fun time reading that. July. I honestly struggled coming up with a theme for July, so I did like a lighthouse theme. So, you know, it's cute. Honestly, it's not too bad. I actually like this. I think I got the inspiration from Amanda Rach Lee. Days read, books read. Oh, I like doing this, you know, like the alternating color. This is when I assumed that I would read a lot of books in July, so I left an empty spread just in case, but you know, I didn't use it, unfortunately. Favorite quotes: may there be a reward one day for all the tears that you shed. Wait, what? May there be a reward one day for all the tears that she shed, from Fruits Basket. I think this is about Toru. They're so right. Hook, Line, and Sinker from Tessa Bailey. That was my favorite book of July. That was interesting. August. Again, I was struggling coming up with a theme, so I chose like a plant theme. So there's that. This is from Google, and then I had some plant stickers, so I put them in. My TBR, Days read. And then I read 9 books. Not too bad. Interesting. Again, I thought I would read a lot of books in August, so I left an empty spread. Favorite quotes: Fruits Basket, Yona of the Dawn, I'm glad my mom died, I'm allowed to hate someone's dream even if it's my reality. Wow. I'm sure there are so many good quotes from that novel. It's not a novel, it's a memoir. But that one stood out to me. I listened to the audiobook, but when I heard that, I like had to write it down. Favorite book was Yona of the Dawn Volume 2. September. Honestly, I will say, even though the theme looks very basic, I love how this looks, and it was so fun to fill this out. I was struggling coming up with a theme, but in September, I got really into the color pink, and honestly, I should have known because like for April, pink, May, pink, and in September or like in August, I was hanging out with a friend named Melissa a lot, and her favorite color is pink, so I was kind of influenced by Melissa. And then for September, I was like, let me do like a whole pink theme. This is from Google. For the font, just basic cursive. I love doing cursive. And then this is when I switched to lowercase text, you know, so everything was like uppercase. Well, not uppercase and lowercase, you get it, but this is like straight up just lowercase, and I love the look of like lowercase letters, you know. TBR, books read. Is that it? Oh, okay, yeah. I love the way this looks. Oh yeah, I also got rid of days read. So here we have books read. I love the way this looks. I know it looks like the same, but like, I don't know. I just like the simple look, you know? So here I read a lot of manga, obviously. I read 18 books, surprisingly. Favorite quotes. That's the thing about women. There's no good way to be one. Ooh, that hit. From Book Lovers. Love. Right here. From Book Lovers. My favorite book of September. This Wanting. It feels good. Like a bruise you need to press on. A reminder that there are things in life so valuable that you must risk the pain of losing them for the joy of briefly having them. Emily Henry. Oh my goodness. A new auto-buy author. Like every time she comes out with a new book, I will like read it and buy it immediately, you know? So good. October. I got this inspiration from Blackpink. So if you don't know, their new album Born Pink that came out in 2022. The cover has, first of all, no offense, I hate the album cover because it's so basic, but it basically has like, you know, fangs on the album cover. And for October, I was like, let me do that. So that's what I did. But yeah, very simple, basic, again, quite similar to the September theme, but I like it. I love cursive. And then I have my TBR right here. For books read, oh, this is when I read a lot of books. Actually, yeah, I read a lot of books in October and November, surprisingly. And I actually like the way this looks. So as you can see, I actually use, what you call it, a colorful pen, and I did the star readings with it, and then also the numbered, and then whatever's underneath. Love. This looks cool. I like it. Well, I did this like months ago and I'm just like, wow, that looks really cool. So yeah, books read. I read 25 books. Oh my gosh, I read so many books. And then favorite quotes. Laying with her makes me feel so vibrantly alive. Did I say that right? Vibrantly alive. It was almost enough to make me forget that I was already dead. A Diary of Blood. And then a few quotes from Gone Girl. If you cannot take care of me while I am alive, you have made me dead anyway. As long as there is love and memory, there is no true death. That's from Lady Midnight. I love that quote so much. I think John Carstairs said that to Emma. So good. But anyway, favorite book was Gone Girl. Again, I read some amazing books in October, like A Diary of Blood, We Were Dreamers, what you call it, Gone Girl. That's another favorite book of mine. Also, some amazing manga, My Dress Up Darling, Haikyuu. It was a really good reading month. But I will say, oh, sorry, I was gonna say the best reading month was like November, but I'm getting ahead of myself. So here, this is, like I said, I ran out of space to do the book covers because I thought that I would not read a lot of books, so I had to continue it over here. So 127 to 144, you know, again, mostly manga. And then 145 to 162, and what you call it, 163 to 180. And then the last book was 187. So this is technically from October to December, because I read these books in October. And then here's November and then December, you get it. But yeah, that was fun, but I had to kind of improvise. November, the theme was dark academia, I guess. Again, I was kind of lazy, so I had to whip up something real quick. Oh yeah, this is when I read a lot of books, and I mean like a lot. I read 34 books in November. Isn't that crazy? It's mostly manga, but like I had the best time of my life reading manga in November, and I will tell you why. I don't know what I was thinking, but I basically challenged myself to read a volume of manga each day in November. So that's how the number is so high. And then of course, you know, sometimes I would finish 2 books in one day, but ultimately the reason why it was the best reading month of the year is because I read the entire Demon Slayer manga series in November. Because the manga series, there was only 23 volumes, I binge read the entire manga series. So I would finish a volume of Demon Slayer like a day. So yeah, I finished it by the end of the month. So that was fun. So as you can see, mostly Demon Slayer, all Demon Slayer. Fruits Basket here too, but you know, Demon Slayer, Lord of Shadows, but ultimately I finished Demon Slayer. Had the best time reading this. But yeah, favorite quotes. Don't like the way this looks. I wanted to use the notepad, but as you can see, I ran out of space and it looks kind of cramped. So not a big fan of this. Favorite book, Demon Slayer volume 23. Oh yeah, I gave up on doing total pages read. As you can see, I was like, I'm not doing math anymore. Oh, I did this. Yeah, I kept this because I had to track the volume that I read for each day, that kind of thing. Because again, I challenged myself to read a manga volume for each day, and it was mostly Demon Slayer. December, we're at the finale, but the theme is, I don't know, Christmas, the holidays, I don't know, like it was funny. I realized that for a good majority of the theme, it's very simple and basic. However, I kind of like it, but with this, yeah, I don't know, I was just like, let me do like a simple basic Christmas theme. I wanted to do Demon Slayer, but I decided to do this instead, and honestly I don't regret it. So some books that, why is this not in lowercase? That's interesting. Huh, okay. Anyway, that's my TBR. Books read, yeah, read 19 books, not too bad. Favorite quotes. Oh yeah, I got rid of like stats, all that fun stuff. I got rid of it. But yeah, read, oh, I read, or like I started A Sign of Affection. It was so good, okay? Such a good manga series, so good, but yeah, obsessed. Yuki, is it okay if I fall for you? Bye, love. This one, Too Much of My Heart is in a Grave. Jem said that and I cry. Oh my goodness. But yeah, some good quotes from the Shadowhunter Chronicles. But yeah, that's basically it for this journal. Yeah, I had like a few pages left. I had a very fun time filling this up. I will say there were some times where I was so lazy, but I, you know, persisted and I continued to fill things out. But again, I talk about this in my 2023 reading bullet journal setup, but if there's like a certain spread that you don't want to do anymore, get rid of it. You will be so happy by the end, because you don't want to force yourself to fill out a certain spread that, yeah, looks nice and looks fun, but if you don't want to do it anymore, then like it will no longer be fun. Like for example, Days Red, it was fun in the past, but then eventually I just did not care about this anymore, so I got rid of it. And then ultimately I stopped doing, where is it? I stopped doing this, you know, favorite book, stats, all that stuff. I stopped it in December, and then for the new year I'm no longer doing it. And then I stopped doing reading recap, I got rid of it. And then of course at the beginning, as you can see, where is it? This, I didn't even fill it out because I just did not care anymore. So yeah, if there's like a certain thing that you just don't care about anymore, get rid of it and just like preserve the extra pages for spreads that you like doing. So when it comes to this, in my new journal I have like 17 spreads for this, because I'm assuming I'll be reading a lot of books next year, and if I do, that's great. If I don't, it's whatever. But yeah, that's my takeaway from journaling in 2022. But it's been fun. It's been so fun doing this flip through, because it's just nice to like look back at the spreads that I did in the past, because I love journaling so much. But also, nothing wrong with doing a simple spread like this. I love the way this looks. Like, I really do. Like, yes, I love my extra spreads. Like, this is a little bit, you know, extra, very decorative, and it's cute. I love it. But at the same time, towards the end of the year, I got busy with school, and when it comes to journaling, I just wanted to do something chill, basic, simple, but cute. So I did this. And then in October, I did this. Again, very simple, basic, but I love it. I love the way this looks. In November was pretty good. I think my favorite has to be September. Oh right, favorite theme and layout and all that stuff. Maybe September, to be honest. I always go back to this. Like, you know, like throughout the video I kept referring to September. I think ultimately my favorite theme was September. Believe it or not, I really love this shade of pink. Pale pink is very pretty. As you can see, nails are pink, love pink. And then of course the font, or like the text, is lowercase. And then I love what I did here. Very simple, cute, everything is lowercase. I don't know, I really love this theme. It's so cute. These stickers are from Archer and Olive, if you're curious. But yeah, I think that's my favorite theme. My second favorite is probably October. I also really like this. Or like my favorite theme is from October, you get it. But really love the way this looks as well. But yeah, that's basically it for my 2022 reading bullet journal setup. I hope you guys like it, and you know, it's been fun filling this out, but I cannot wait to fill out my 2023 reading bullet journal. This is gonna be fun. But yeah, that's basically it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.